The latest episode of Transfer Notebook is out now. Jim White, Alex Crook are joined by Sky Sports senior reporter Melissa Reddy. They discussed Man United boss Ruben Amorim's strong comments about his squad.
This is the worst ever United team. Was that a cry to the board, help me out here, before the window shuts on February the 3rd?
People weren't happy when Erik ten Hag was trying to put a positive spin on things. Now you have Amorim being very honest, very brash, and his assessment is based on the records United are very embarrassingly breaking. And he's telling the truth. And my colleagues in Portugal that have worked with him for a number of years, they're so bemused by the reaction in England to him just telling the truth. So, I mean, people weren't happy when Ten Hag was doing the opposite. They're not happy that Amorim's trying to be quite forthright about the situation. So, suppose you can't win at Manchester United.
I think it's also him sort of distancing himself from this group of players and saying, look, this is not my squad. I've inherited it from Erik ten Hag. Give me time. I want to get my principles across. I will get them playing the system that I want to, and I will make changes in personnel. But I think he is in need of help this window, certainly when it comes to a left-sided wing-back.
To hear the full episode of the Transfer Notebook, head over to talkSPORT's YouTube channel or wherever you get your podcast. Let's go to Mark. He's a Man United fan. All right, Mark?
Mark.
Hello. Evening.
All right, Mark. Look, it's only right we talk a little bit about Man United, change it up a little bit. In dire straits at the moment, your football club, and on and off the pitch. I mean, it's Jim Ratcliffe. What is he doing?
Well, you can't blame, said Jim Ratcliffe, said Jim. You can't blame Ratcliffe at the moment. He's not been there long. Look at the state, what we was in beforehand. You've got to give this man time to get the club together. And like with Amorim calling the players, they've been mollycoddled for so long, underperforming. You know.
No, but Jim Ratcliffe's come in. He brought in Dan Ashworth. He's got rid of him already, and all he's done is, cut the club legends, cut Christmas parties, got rid of people in Man United have been there for years. He's made the club, in my opinion, he's made the club worse, and he's made the fan base more distant than they were when the Glazers were running it.
Well, the Glazers are still there anyway in the background.
They're laughing, aren't they? Because they've taken themselves out of the limelight.
He's been there half a season. He's got rid of Fergie, yeah? I'm not sure, $2 million a year. Fergie's got money, He doesn't need the money, and $2 million's a lot of money. He can play, well, at the moment, he'll pay Diala's wages for a year or two. Hopefully he'll get a bigger, more money, what he deserves. But they need, someone stern, and they need that. He was wrong, so he's come in now and he's setting his stall out, and that's the way it's going to be.
But Mark, you are Harrods, but you're running it right like Lidl. This is what you are. You are Harrods. This is what Manchester United are. You are the biggest club in the country, one of the biggest clubs in the world. Liverpool fans are like, I don't care. But right now, you're a Harrods, yet you're running it like Lidl.
Whose fault is it?
Well, there you go. So you expect when you go and shop at certain shops, you expect a certain amount of customer service. You expect there to be a certain, there's perks. You go to the toilets in Harrods. You wash your hands. It's not soap you get from like Pear. You go there. You expect. Well, you expect like decent hand wash. You're going in to Manchester United and you're getting treated like a little customer. That's basically how it's being run.
Lidl's good shop.
Good shop, mate. Nothing wrong with Lidl. By the way, we shop at Lidl. Nothing wrong with Lidl. But do you know what I mean? It's no frills.
Treat you like that now.
But they don't. He's cutting. He's shaving off the edge. He's cutting corners. He's saving pennies. You might as well get good hand wash if you're going to go to Lidl. What's the difference between the hand wash between Harrods? Just put something there with a nice smell.
I'm cutting like the laundry lady and the people here and there. Ferguson, I think that's right to cut him, and maybe some others. We still need some ambassadors. Maybe they'll come back on lower money. They've all earned good money anyway.
Who? Who's earned good money?
I would imagine Robson and I don't know all the ambassadors we have. Fergie.
Yeah, I know, but
$2 million a year.
But
That's a lot of money.
Well, that's Fergie. It's a little bit different. It's
But you're talking about the greatest manager this country's ever seen, in my opinion.
Of course he is.
Well, then,
of course, in my opinion.
I know, but he didn't manage Lidl. He managed Manchester United.
Yeah, but since the 10 years when he's been there, now we've got a new guy in to run the club, to make it, to help it on a steady. But come on, look at the dealings we've had. Look at the state of it.
Yeah,
well, he ain't helped, has he? Brought in Dan Ashworth and got rid of him. You paid him £3 million to go.
That's a mistake. We all make.
Well, exactly. So you can't come in and give it. He's giving it the big one.
A mistake on Anthony or Di Maria or whoever. What's been done in the past, all these mistakes.
Cutting corners. It's cutting corners, and the money you're saving, the money that you're saving, it obviously accumulates. It depends where you're cutting it, right? Right through the club of Manchester United, you can trim everything. But the thing is,
it's got to change. So it's like what the fans are saying, the fair weather fans now, when it was on Xerxes' case, you're kind of saying the same about Ratcliffe, and he's only been there half a season. Judge him at the end of next year and see how it is. But this man who we got in now, Amorim, is the man. You know, I don't mind.
I don't believe Mark, you don't even believe that yet.
Come on, mate. He's lost 7 out of 12.
Mate,
I don't know yet. I will find out next year.
It's a tough club to turn around, right? It's a big job.
The other answer, the other way was not the way. You know, we bought some good youngsters, haven't we? We'll see how they come through. You know, we've got to get rid of the dead wood. You know, we've got a lot of players there. They've got to go. You know, it's like he's been to do his length in swimming and he's had a 50-pound kilogram weight put round his neck. You know, it's
how I feel when I get in a swimming pool.
And I keep hearing people say, oh, yeah, there used to be a giant. Whatever you know and I know, Manchester United will always be a giant.
Well, you're not acting like one.
Act like one then,
You're
Mark.
not acting like a
Simple as
giant, Mark.
that.
Here's the thing, Mark. You've just contradicted yourself, right? You are a giant in terms of a football club and being Harrods, but you're acting like Lidl.
Right. What I'm saying is, I remember I used to go in the players' lounge sometimes if I could.
Who got your tickets?
And Roy Keane would walk through and straight out. Yeah. Some of them would stay, but his job was on the field to do that. He didn't have to please people. And I'm with you on cutting the corners with the washing up lady or whoever it is, but he's got to do some things. Fergie and whoever else, big money, he's got to do.
All right, Mark. All right, listen, mate, thanks for your call. Appreciate it. We'll try and squeeze a few more on if we can. Liverpool fans, keep calling in. We're going to speak to Kevin Hatchard. We're going to round up some of the other Champions League action that went on tonight. Some big results in that one as well. Barcelona coming back against Benfica. We'll talk to Kev next.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.